Not that long ago, if you were an amateur rider or a weekend warrior, picking up a jersey print set off the shelf was an option to customize your set. You could let everyone know who you were, for better or worse, and look way more legit in the process. Now, if you've tried these kits, which are still available by the way, you'll know the headache that comes with them. First of all, you had to get all the letters and numbers lined up just right. You could easily have one or two offline and the jersey would be ruined. Secondly, they're a pain to iron on. If not done properly, the letters and the numbers would just peel off and look even worse than if they were crooked. Then you would have half peeled off, some crooked. You'd look like a total amateur. And if that wasn't enough, there wasn't any variation in the fonts. You got what they had, and that was only one option, and it didn't even look very good. Now you can get your jerseys custom printed if you go to a print shop, or even some companies like Focus X Gear, they'll actually put your name and number on there before they send out your product. But if you do go to a custom print shop, because they're not doing 100, 200, 1,000, 10,000 copies of that jersey, they're gonna charge you quite a bit of money for that one-off job, which is why a lot of people will resort to just trying to do a jersey print themselves with the old school products that are out there. Now, I've often wondered, is there something better? Because like I said, those products don't always work that well, which is why in today's video, we're looking at some of the newer stuff that's out there. We're gonna check it out. We're gonna see if this is any better, see how it holds up, see how easy it is to put on. Let's do it. A quick search online led me to SKDA. A company out of Australia. It recently gained a lot of traction and produces some really terrific motocross graphics kits. Some of their colorways and options are actually pretty outstanding. They also sell jersey prints, and for a pretty reasonable price. There are various options as far as colors and design, etc., so we're already off to a way better start than previous models. After perusing for a little bit, I selected a few that I thought would match the colorway of my current gear sets, and I decided to give them a try. Now, even with the latest type, they still rely on an iron to set the print. But with the new SKDA type, it has a few added benefits over the older types. First of all, it comes as one piece, so you don't have to set the letters side by side to try to line everything up. It's already pre-done. Knowing how I generally do with these types of things, you can eliminate at least one blunder. And that leads me to benefit number 2. The pack actually comes with a sticky back, so when you stick it to the jersey, all you have to do is center it on the jersey where you want it. Press down a little bit before you apply the heat. That way it doesn't go anywhere. Again, with the older packs, you'd have to trim them out, you'd have to find some tape or some way to stick them to the jersey. It really was a pain. These were already preset, in position, with a sticky backing. It really couldn't get any easier. Now immediately, this is head and shoulders better than the old versions of self-printing your jerseys. While applying them, I did find that I had to increase the heat a little above what they recommended to get the print to stick. Additionally, I actually had to apply the heat for a longer period of time as well. They recommended 20 seconds and I was probably into the minutes. A good way to test to see if it's ready is slowly peel back a corner and see if the print comes with it or if it stays stuck to the jersey. Again, after their 20 seconds at a recommended heat, mine were nowhere close. But I figured it out. I added the heat, a little more time, and some pressure pushing down on top of the print, and voila. It ended up sticking really well, and I followed it up with the instructions of applying a wax paper to really seal the print into the fabric. And to be honest, for a self-printing jersey type, these were some of the best I've ever seen. They turned out really well and I was actually really impressed with how great they looked. But even with all these benefits, I was still a little apprehensive. I mean, every other one I've tried has started to peel almost immediately. And there you have it. I like it. I actually think it looks really cool. I like how easy it is to apply, although like I said, you do have to put, or at least I found, more heat and more time. Nonetheless, it still went on. I still think it looks pretty cool. I'm really excited to get this out to the track, see how well this thing wears, see if it can take some punishment or if it's just the same as every other iron-on print. Let's do it. Well, I tried motos, I tried the washing, and try as I might, it still held up. It is worth noting if they start to wrinkle a little bit, you can heat them up using the wax paper again to straighten out the print. Additionally, if one corner starts to peel or something to that effect, again you can use that wax paper, straighten it out, and reseal it on your jersey. But after a few uses, none of that was needed for me. They hung in there, literally. Well, so far, so good. Still looks pretty good, and I have put them through some good motos. I wear a neck brace and a chest protector when I ride, so there are some things that are gonna rub on them. Now, I do recommend that when you wash them, turn the jersey inside out. Do not use hot water, don't tumble dry it, don't dry clean them, because these things will come off eventually if you really abuse them, things like that. But so far, looks like it's hanging in there pretty well. And I do want to take a minute and give a big thanks to SKDA. Originally, I had ordered the product. The shipping company, DHL, said it came to my house. Never did. They said, well, it must have been stolen. I wasn't convinced of that. I reached back out to SKDA. They said, not a problem at all. We're gonna reship your stuff. We want you to have your stuff. I had a reply within like 10 minutes of sending an email. To me, that means something. They've got a bunch of business from me coming in the future. Big shout out to them, huge thanks. Hope you liked the video. I hope you liked the jersey prints. I'll put the link below and how you can get yourself some. If that seems like something that you're into, stay safe, ride safe. See you guys in the next video.